Good morning. How's it going, man?
I'm doing great. I have been told this is your first sports radio interview.
First ever. It's insane. Thank you. I feel really lucky I'm going through it with you.
We feel very lucky to have you here. But yesterday you did Rachael Ray?
No. Well, yes. It aired yesterday. I did it like 2 weeks ago.
Gotcha.
Stuff like that was my first ever morning show.
I would feel like that's way more.
In English.
In English? Okay.
Yeah. I've only done like Spanish ones.
You've done Spanish morning shows?
Surprisingly, yeah.
Are you fluent?
No. They had one of those things in your ear, so they're talking at you. They're yelling at you, and then you hear someone else talking in
Okay,
your
so
ear.
tell me how
And
that
then you
works.
dance.
So the so the host asks you questions in Spanish. There's a translator in your ear?
Yes.
And so is there kind of a delay in how you can answer these questions because you're like waiting to hear?
No, they're pretty on point with it. And also, I think they had the script prepared like for the questions that were going to be asked.
Gotcha. And so you answer that in English, and then somebody.
You could also catch it, like growing up in New York and stuff. You kind and Atlanta, like you catch on to Spanish and you can pick up stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Kind of. I lived in Miami for a couple of years.
Same, Surfside. Where about you?
I was near Hollywood. And, you just had to know Spanish.
Yeah.
Like, there were places I would go, and I was the odd man out. And I'm like, well, I really need to learn Spanish, or I can't get my car fixed.
You can't. Or salsa.
Yeah.
You got to know how to salsa
and
make salsa.
Did you dance on the Rachael Ray Show?
No, I wish I did. They wouldn't let. We did play a game though. It was actually pretty cool. We did. Like,
what game did you play?
It was like basically like guess which person you worked with. It was like a list of celebrities I've worked with in
like
film.
a 6 degrees type of thing.
Exactly.
I did not know this. You were talking about the Olympics to me. You said, "Can we say Olympics?"
Yeah.
No, we're allowed to say Olympics.
Who knew? I thought it was like Winter Games or something. Someone was like, "You can't say."
You can't say like Super Bowl during a commercial.
Oh.
But we can actually say Super Bowl.
How do you get that? Like privacy or what do you ownership of that?
Yeah, how do you get the trademark of that?
Yeah,
who knows?
That's crazy.
I don't know. Can I say your
name?
Olympic.
Yeah, you can do it.
Can I say game night?
Yes, you can do it. You can do it. You can nail it. Very, very slowly, please.
But outside of the Olympics, you were telling me you actually performed, you competed in the U.S. Koke-Borough team?
No, so it's the World Nomad Games. It was in Kyrgyzstan 2 years ago.
Where is Kyrgyzstan?
Kyrgyzstan, it's all the stands after the USSR broke down or
so
Soviet
Eastern
Union.
Europe.
Yes, it's south of Kazakhstan and stuff like that.
Sure, yeah. Of course.
Borat's from. Borat's from.
That's where everybody knows it.
But my buddy Creed Garnick, he was understudy for me when I was doing a play, and I learned how to ride a horse doing Into the Woods, the film. And he calls me up one day. He's like, "Bill, you want to come play this game? It's in Kyrgyzstan. We got to ride some horses and throw some dead goat carcasses into a goal. You want to go?" I was like, yeah, why not?
Dead goat carcasses. So tell me, how do we compete in this game?
So it's like hockey in a weird way. So it's 4-on-4.
But the puck is dead goat carcass?
I'm dead serious. This is a real thing. Google this. Kokboru. Wait, Boru. Yeah. And we went to Kyrgyzstan. We played China, Russia, and Kazakhstan. And it was unbelievable. It was more of like a cultural embracing of two things. Like, we were the first Americans a lot of these people ever met. It's a massive thing. Like over 70 nations were there. It was
playing this,
not Koke-Borough specifically. It's like very similar to the Olympics. It's a bunch of different events
within it.
Yeah, our event was Koke-Borough, but it's 4-on-4 horseback. The playing field is the size of like 2 soccer fields, and you have to pick the goat carcass off the ground from your horse. You have to lean
with
over
with
your hand, pick it up, ride with it, throw it into the opponent's goal, and the carcass weighs like 70 pounds.
And does it have like the head on it?
It's gone.
No head, so it's a headless goat carcass.
Gone, elbows, knees. It's insane. It's absolutely. Have you ever seen Rambo 5?
Yes.
It's in Rambo 5. That's the game.
So
I played it, dude. First ever American Koke-Borough team.
Okay, so it's important, I guess, to have balance.
Yes.
Right? And then you're leaning down, grabbing it by one of the elbows.
You're aiming for, like a forearm or something like that.
And then how does it get taken out of your hand? Somebody else can come by and snatch it?
The horses are kind of bred to ram. These are nomadic tribes. So these are like really like, this is that era, Mongolian kind of descendants and stuff. And these horses are warriors.
Did you score?
I did score.
You did?
I did score.
Wow. All right. What was your goal celebration?
just trying to live, dude. You get knocked off a horse and you're just covering because it's insane.
Oh yeah, because then you're on the ground.
Yes.
And there's horses running around you.
Dude, and they're bred to ram and stuff like that, but you can only ram within, I think, 2 meters of someone. Like, there's rules. There's like serious rules in this game.
So when you scored the goat carcass,
Yes, I'm serious, dude.
was that? What did you guys win? Like, do you
No,
score?
we were the
game
we
over?
were the Jamaican bobsled team.
Oh,
of
got
this,
it, got
this
it.
thing. You know, I'd lost everything.
Let's see. Can we plug this back in?
Yeah. Oh, it's just the wires are all
Okay.
gunky.
All right. So you guys end up scoring,
Yeah.
and so there's multiple goat carcass scores in a game. It's not like that ends the game.
Oh no, it's like 3 quarters. It's like hockey. Like there's 3 quarters.
Wow, it's
and then
timed.
20-minute break in between each quarter.
Time by sundial, I guess.
No, dude, this is like. But the thing is, like, at the end of the game, the winning team gets the carcass and they celebrate. They feast on it. They don't just do it. The whole community gets it. It was old, like before war games, I guess.
That's
you wanna
just
say.
fascinating. So
Yeah.
you take the goat carcass. Would you want to eat the goat carcass that's been fought over in dusty dirt with rammed
Yeah,
horses? You would.
absolutely.
Okay,
It's
all
what
right.
is that thing when you beat meat? You know, it's really well primed. I don't know. It's ready.
It is tenderized.
Tenderized.
Tenderized,
Jeez, yes.
tenderized.
Yeah.
Actor Billy
So
Magnussen
Game Night, the movie.
joins us here in studio. The perfect segue. So this movie gets released today,
Yes.
and I mean the cast in this is awesome.
Unbelievable, man.
I mean,
Unbelievable.
what was it like to be with all of those funny people on set for that many days? I guess that many weeks, probably.
Yeah, it was. I think almost 2 months. It was just don't screw up. You know.
Don't screw it
Yeah,
up.
no, it was a very difficult movie to make because we couldn't stop breaking and laughing
Really?
and just cracking each other up. You know, working with Jason Bateman, the quickest witted guy I've ever met with just like dryness.
Yeah.
Every delivery, but he's such a wonderful man. You know, I've gained a friend there. Same with Lamorne Morris and Jesse Plemons. Sharon Horgan is killing it. Have you ever seen Catastrophe?
No.
It's a show on Amazon. She wrote and acts in it, and she is just delightful.
So it's Jason Bateman, Rachel McAdams is
Yes.
in this, Lamorne Morris, who's famous for New Girl.
Kyle Chandler from Friday Night Lights.
Yep, Kyle
Yeah.
Chandler, Friday Night
Jesse
Lights.
Plemons too.
Sharon Horgan, as you mentioned before. So yeah, it's just a great cast.
Yeah.
Chelsea Peretti's in this.
Yes,
She's
she
hys-
is.
She's hysterical.
She is wonderful. Yeah.
So basically, the premise is you guys all had to get together for game night together. It's like a bunch of families and friends.
The
get
murder
together.
mystery party that turns into a murder mystery.
Turns into an actual murder.
It's
mystery.
great, man. Like,
And
you
everybody's
know,
in the dark. Nobody knows that this is supposed to be a real thing.
exactly. It's the John Daly and Jonathan Goldstein created a world like where the story is just this exciting adventure and it keeps twisting and turning and like that. Like, yes, it's a funny movie, but the story itself is such a fun journey where you're like, oh my God, I didn't see it coming. And
So to your
Yeah.
credit, sometimes we have actors in here and we have to pump up their stuff, even though it's dog food movies or bad TV shows.
that's the next one coming out.
Okay, but Mraz saw the advanced screening with his wife. Okay,
Yeah.
his wife is a really, really tough critic. And his wife said that's the funniest movie I have seen since Superbad, which is over a decade ago.
That is awesome.
Is that right, Mraz?
That is correct. And she's already recommended all her friends to go out tonight to see it. Like, that's how into it. She wants to go see it again with her friends.
That is awesome. Actually, that was my only goal making
over
this
50
movie was to
Shades,
impress
too.
his
His wife,
wife.
yeah.
I'm coming.
He did want to know, though, why there was no food offered at the advanced screening. He wanted candy and popcorn during it.
That actually bums me out. When I go to a screening, I'm always like, you can't watch a movie without popcorn in my face. Like, that's a necessity.
You were in The Big Short, too.
Yeah.
And that's a powerful movie about the real estate bubble that burst in 2008. I watched that, and it's a great movie. I mean, the cast there, too. Christian Bale and everybody in there.
Crazy, right?
Just so good. But these guys are so corrupt, they drive the U.S. economy almost into bankruptcy. And then, like, the final tag is they basically didn't get any punishment from the government. They got
Nothing.
off basically scot-free.
Yeah.
It's such a good movie, and then you end up walking away like, God, I'm so mad at that.
Well, no, I think what was done, the filmmaker's intention was just to make people aware. And, like,
Yeah.
we have to take responsibility of all our actions. And I think there's some brave people in Florida right now, like, taking responsibility for
Sure.
what's happening.
Yeah.
And I think it's just, let's do that. Like, we had the awareness and knowledge and correct information is so important to then act upon.
No doubt about it. Yeah. Billy Magnussen joins us from the new hit movie, or the upcoming movie, the movie that's out right now. Hopefully
Gonna be a hit movie. Yeah, there you go.
Game night. Yeah, there you go. So I wanted to also ask you about Aladdin, because you are filming this right now.
No, it's already done.
It's already done. Now, this
At
is
least
going to
in my
be
part,
a live-action version of the cartoon Aladdin that, of course, was a hit for Disney back in the early 90s.
Yeah.
So in this, you play Prince Anders?
I played Prince Anders, yes.
Prince Anders. So we wanted to see how good you knew the famous song, I Can Show You the World, okay? So we're going to play a clip here and see if you can pick up the singing of this. Let's play a clip number 1.
A whole new world,
Of course.
a dazzling place I never knew. But when I'm way up here,
It's crystal clear. I'm in a whole new world.
Wow, that's great!
Yeah.
Well done, yeah. Yeah, very nice. We've got clip number 2. Let's see if Billy can get the next verse here.
Oh, God.
chase them anywhere. There's time to spare.
A whole new world is where I want to be.
That's great. That was it. Very nice.
We think, right? That was
Yeah,
No one knows,
Well,
actually.
we
No
can
one
play it.
knows here. That's
Play the rest of it. I think Billy.
Let me share this.
Oh, share.
Yeah. Let me share.
Dang.
Well, close.
Well,
I was
thanks.
just going to give
I'll
you the
talk
win
to you later.
anyway. So this didn't go as well as we thought it was going to go.
And that ruined everything.
Let's play that final clip, though, for Billy, just as a serenade on the way out here.
Where we'll be.
I can't just hear it.
This wondrous place.
For you and me.
That's great. What a nice,
Yeah.
what a nice singing voice. Hey,
Yeah.
before we let you go, it is Donut Friday around here.
Oh, I heard about the
The
scandal.
guys behind the scenes bring in donuts on Fridays. Now, it was Mraz's responsibility today to bring in donuts. They usually go and buy donuts from a bake shop around here, Fresh Donuts. He went Entenmann's. He said, I will buy more Entenmann's for you guys than you would get at the normal bake shop. Do you feel, number one, like that's an appropriate way to pay off Donut Friday, or do you have to go to the bake shop?
Honestly, I think you got to go to the bake shop.
Yeah.
The commitment to the family and friends around here, you got to
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
You know, but I also, if I'm in a pickle, like your friend should be understanding if you couldn't do it. You know?
Would you like one of the Entenmann's donuts?
I'm good, man.
Okay.
I'm allergic to chocolate.
Well, we've got a glazed.
I know. It looks so good, the Entenmann.
But you'll-
Enma's what?
I know you're training for your Kukburu team, so I don't want you to be off of your
Exactly.
diet.
Last year they went to Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan. And then I was doing Aladdin, so I couldn't go.
Now, did they enforce, pass interference in that?
Yeah.
They did. Yeah.
They really do.
Goat interference.
Yeah, dude, it's a serious game. It's their NFL.
Have you been watching the Olympics at all?
100%.
You have.
Dude, my goal, because hopefully in like 10 years or whatnot, because I have not achieved anything in the sports world other than Coke Peru, like a gold medal in curling someday. I'm hoping.
So how about the Americans?
That's what I'm talking about there in the gold
knocking
medal round,
off
dude.
Canada the other day,
Oh,
yesterday
dude.
morning. That was amazing.
Unbelievable.
On that final shot, they had to knock out Canada from the bullseye.
Yes, it's just like the finesse from that game is just so, and that lean and that lunge, like, and they let it go. It's
and the
so beautiful.
focus from those guys, they're just like eyes locked in.
Dude, it's good. And I'll brush the crap out of ice. Just give it.
Yeah. It's like equal parts hockey, shuffleboard, and like sweeping the kitchen.
It is beautiful. And just when it, you know.
Yeah, just when it clicks.
Fun thing, fun fact, where is it from? Where was it made?
I would imagine Canada? No.
Anyone?
This is like your version of the Aladdin lyrics
Yeah,
game.
exactly.
No, I
One
don't
more
know.
chance.
Scotland.
Scotland.
Really? So
Scotland.
they created golf
Correct.
and curling?
Yeah.
Wow.
Scots, man.
Brilliant people.
Who knew?
And
The
great
curling.
turf.
Exactly.
Great grass.
Great.
It's so good, man. It's like watching curling is mesmerizing. Actually, I believe it's up on the
It's on
screen
right now. This is the bronze, right?
The bronze medal game?
Yeah, this is
Switzerland and Canada.
Yeah.
It's only the second end.
What happened to that team that like wore the best outfits? Remember,
Yeah.
was it Norway that wore the best outfits
Yeah.
4 years ago?
They're toast. It was like Lithuania, the 1992
I'm Lithuanian.
Summer Olympics. Remember that? When they wore the tie-dye Grateful Dead
Yes, yeah, the
t-shirts?
basketball team,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. There was like, did you see that documentary about it?
No, I read about it, though, that it was really good.
Yeah, it was a bunch of actually just donations that got this team there and stuff.
Yeah, it was like Šarūnas Maršalunas, I think, who was a star from Lithuania that came to play in the NBA. I think worked with the Grateful Dead to just like create those tie-dye shirts, and that went crazy.
Dude, it's so funny that you're bringing up. I'm Lithuanian. I'm really Lithuanian. Yeah, labas.
What-
Ashtabamilo.
I have no idea what you said, but
I
thank
love
you.
you.
Oh, well, I love you too. Thank you. Is your mom or your dad Lithuanian?
My mother's side is
Wow.
Lithuanian. Yeah, Samaska side.
Do they play Kukburu?
No, it's not. It's
no?
no.
Not even close?
No, but like Zimbabwe was at the Olympics there, or the World Nomad Games there. Like a bunch of nations.
That's pretty cool.
It's insane.
That's
man.
pretty cool.
And you were a sportscaster for soccer, MLS.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Which
Yeah.
team are you still for
Well,
the
I
New
worked
England?
for the New England Revolution
Yeah.
for a number of years, but I've kind of like dotted the map. I've worked for the Sporting Kansas City team when they were the Wizards, for the
Oh.
Red Bulls here in New York, so a little bit of everything.
Red Bulls. That's awesome. Have it NYC
NYCFC.
FC. Yeah,
Yeah, Yankee Stadium.
Yeah, that's fun. I'm a Atlanta United though fan.
So how crazy was it that they were getting, crowds of 60,000 people this year, 70,000 for an expansion team?
It's because I'm telling you, like when I grew up, soccer is like the sport in Atlanta or in Georgia. I felt like it was. Football, yes, is the big, but soccer was everywhere. Everyone played it growing up.
It was so cool to see the crowds and the fan support for a brand new team. And it was like Atlanta said, this is our own. This is a new generation of sports fans.
I love it. I love it. And I love just the camaraderie of the chanting of the
so
fans
awesome.
and stuff. Because, again, we have let's go, Mets, or whatever, you
Yeah.
know. And it's like soccer games, they have like chants and cheers. And
I know.
it's a song, which really brings people together.
And if you haven't been to an MLS game, it's so worth it because all of these fan bases and organizations now have kind of grown up a little bit to where they have their own chants, they have their own cultures and supporter sections. So it's really fun. It's unlike NBA, NHL, football,
No.
anything. It just is its own thing, and it's really cool. Even if you don't like soccer, it's fun.
It's just, yeah, it absolutely is. You go with a few buddies and make it happen.
That's awesome. Billy Magnussen from Game Night. It opens in theaters across the nation tonight.
Today, yeah.
Today, this is awesome, and it's, apparently really, really funny. Mraz and his wife absolutely loved it. It's getting great reviews. It's a great cast, so check it out. Game Night opens across the country in theaters today. Billy, this was awesome, man.
Dude, as long as people smile during that movie, it'll be all worth it.
Yeah, I think that they will. I
Yeah,
think that they
yeah.
will. This is very cool. Billy Magnussen joining us here on the studios.